I'll tell you what, how about if I play the title cut off that new CD? It's called The Outside Circle, and I wrote this song with my friend Damon Rogers. And Damon grew up, his daddy broke horses for a living, and Damon, he took on the family tradition doing the same thing. He lived in Idaho for 11 years where he learned to become a buckaroo, which is quite a process. You got to throw 32 different kinds of loops to be a buckaroo, I found out. I thought there were 3. But anyway, Damon told me about this term called the outside circle. And I've rounded up some cattle and things like that, but Damon's been on the big ranches, the open rein ranches, and he says when you send the riders out on roundup, everybody makes a circle around the country where you're gathering cattle, and somebody has got to ride that furthest circle around, the longest, roughest trail. That's called the outside circle. So these cowboys, these young cowboys, they all aspire to ride the outside circle. It's a point of honor if you get chosen. That's what the song's about. When I was a young boy, my years were barely 10, riding my first roundup with the older boys and men. The foreman sent our top hand where lesser men might fail, to ride the outside circle, the longest, roughest trail. And I watched that top hand ride out on a skittish colt that day. And once on a distant ridge, I saw him turning horns my way. And he pinned the herd by evening, his pony soaked with sweat. I made myself a promise that I still remember yet. One day I'd ride the outside circle, I'd make a top hand, riding through the sage so purple, round the Ocotillo stand. And I'd chouse the wildest cattle on the roughest broncos, and I'd ride the outside circle for the brand. Turn around, Johnny. Well, I held my promise sacred, and I aimed to keep my word. I learned to throw a fast loop from the rankest in the herd. And it was 10 years later when I heard the roundup boss. He said, "You'll ride the outside circle, son. Go catch yourself a horse." And I rode the outside circle. I made a top hand, riding through the sage so purple, round the Ocotillo stand. And I chouse the wildest cattle on the roughest broncos, and I'd ride the outside circle for the brand. Let's play a verse, boys. Go ahead, Ernie. Ernie and Johnny, mighty fine boys. Ride the outside circle, me anytime. Well, these days I'm the foreman. Some say I'm getting old. It's plain my hair is silver, you can see my legs are bold. And I ride the inside circles now, but just ask my cowboy peers. They know I rode that outside circle for well nigh 30 years. Yes, I rode the outside circle. I made a top hand, riding through the sage so purple, round the Ocotillo stand. And I joust the wildest cattle on the roughest broncos, and I rode the outside circle for the brand. And in my dreams I ride the ridges, in my stirrups I still stand, and I ride the outside circle for the brand. Yeehaw! Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.